Hey guys, it is Friday here in West Virginia, so it's time for us to do our Free It Friday. And excuse me if my voice sounds a little different or a little hoarse because I've been fighting that sinus infection for the past 2 weeks. It seems like it's never going to go around. So like some days I have my voice, other days I don't. Today's one of those days where it's like half the time there and half the time not. So anyways, what we're cracking open for you today is a set of team transporters. Maybe set isn't the best word. A case of team transporters. At least every release in that case. Each case I think had 2 Ferraris, 1 Toyota, and 1 Lykan Hypersport. That's what we have for you today. It took me a while to finally find a Ferrari. I've been looking for them at my Walmart for the past couple of weeks. They keep getting cases, but everybody buys the Ferraris and leaves nothing but Toyotas and Lykan Hypersports. But soon enough, those go too, because our Walmart has team transporters for $14.96. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know if they mislabeled it and put it in the system wrong, but our Walmart here in West Virginia has team transports for $14.96. So if you haven't checked your team transports at your Walmart lately, you may want to check the price, because last time when they had, I don't know, I think it was that 300ZX, the Nissan, the red and blue one, they were $19.97, something like that. So they've come down 25% in price. I've never seen them as cheap as $14.97, even before all of these price hikes and stuff like that with the tariffs and other things. I've never seen them this cheap, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if it's a sell for the holiday or what, but it wasn't a rollback sticker or anything. It was a regular tag. So I was really surprised to see that. And maybe they were doing it with the last ones to get rid of them, and they forgot to raise the price back up to normal retail. But I took advantage of it, and I bought a couple Toyotas. I bought a Lykan Hypersport, and today I finally found the Ferrari. Actually, it was hidden on the top shelf, so always check your top shelf in your Walmarts. Here it is. This is probably, in my opinion, the most beautiful team transport set that has been released to date. Because it actually has a real hauler that is authentically detailed like the actual one, and even detailed like the larger scale versions of it. And it's just a gorgeous set. And the only reason I think the person that has been taking all the Ferraris left this one behind because the corner was bent on the package. But I don't care, because I'm going to open it. This is going to go in Ethan's collection. And the other 2 will also. But we do already have a Toyota in his collection sealed. But we'll have a loose Ferrari, a loose Lykan Hypersport, and another Toyota, but loose. So anyways, as you can see on the back of the package, these are the 3 sets that were in this case. I'm not sure what case this is. And if you're having a hard time finding these, I told another collector at our local Walmart, if you cannot find them at Walmart, the next best thing is Diecast. As of like 2 days ago, they still had cases of the team transport for $75 plus shipping. So that's roughly what, maybe like not even $20 a set, like $18 a set, because you get 2 Ferraris, 1 Toyota, and 1 Lykan Hypersport in the case. So it's really a good buy, because Ferraris are selling on eBay for like $30 a pop. So you get 2 of them, and you get the Toyota and the Lykan Hypersport. So anyways, but I couldn't believe it today. I found one of these on the top shelf at Walmart. And it was actually a very, very busy day, because today at our Walmart, it was the shopping day for cops with kids or something like that for Christmas. And there was a bunch of cops there and a bunch of kids there and families and stuff. So I was really surprised to even find anything. But anyways, let's get this guy open and take a look at him. And this is the Ferrari 250 GTO. And This thing has a paragraph long name. It's the Fiat 642 RN2 Bartoletti Transporter is written in, I don't know if that would be Italian, probably. So anyways, that is it. And this is number 83 in case you guys are collecting all of them by the number. This is going to be numbers 83, 84, and 85. So we're closing in on 100. And if you have not heard yet, 2026 will be the first year for Chase Team Transports. That will be cool. There's a picture of one of the Ferrari sets going around in black. I think that's a AI picture. I don't think it's real because this is the last case for 2025, I believe. But I don't think they included this one unless it comes up in another case release like we see a lot of times where they re-release Team Transport for the next case. It very well could be, and it could be the Chase, but I doubt it. It would be cool, though, to have the set in black. And I'm not even sure that's going to be what's the theme with the Chases in 2026 with these. But this thing is very nice. Love this car. This is probably my favorite Ferrari release so far. Yeah, this thing is very, very nice looking. Very well detailed. 250 GTO. Nice detail everywhere on the tail lights, the gas cap, trunk lock, your racing numbers, your vents. And these wheels are a perfect choice for this car. These are an older Real Rider from Hot Wheels, but they're perfect on this Ferrari. Mine is a little, I don't know what that is, like piece of metal in the paint or something. Or the casting isn't perfectly smooth. It's just a little high there, sharp edge, but it doesn't matter. I'm just glad to have one of these. And for 15 bucks, you can't beat it. Nice detail with headlight tampos. You got your horse in the grill. That's a really nice detail there because that's a little tiny grill. So very cool car. Now, the hauler. This thing is also a masterpiece of its own. It's very heavy. It's an all-metal base, and the biggest percentage of the body is metal. This whole cab area is metal. Now, the top and bottom parts are plastic, and this slides out so you can get the car on there. Now, this doesn't flip down, though, but still yet cool because you can slide your car up in there, and voila, it's done. And then it will haul 2 more Ferraris on the top if you would like. So that is a pretty cool feature. So you got one there, or you got to put it up there like that, and another one back here. You could have 3 Ferraris on this bad boy. It's really a nice setup. Now the top part, I can't see where it would drop down. And I don't think this pulls out any further. And it doesn't raise up. I'm not sure how the original one worked. I would say that the top dropped down. There were some pins holding it up, and the top would drop down, and you would pull cars up on it. But I'm not sure actually how it would work. So it would be interesting to see videos on the real thing. Unless they had some kind of hydraulic lift on it, then it would work. Because you drop that down and you pull one car on, and then you get the other one on here and then hit the hydraulics and raise that back up. That's probably how it would work. Because I think those are the hydraulics here, maybe. And anyways, yeah, the detail is just awesome. On the front of it, it's beautiful. With the Ferrari logos next to the headlights. Very cool. They got the wipers and printed into the windows. Very, very, very cool. So, yeah, we're not really well, I'm not. My son is. Ethan's crazy about European cars, mostly newer stuff. But he really liked the set when he seen it on YouTube a couple of months ago. He's like, "Oh, I want one of those." So we finally got one for his collection. That is awesome. I would like to find another one to keep in the package, but hey, one loose is good enough for me if we can't find another one. So moving on to release number 84. This is the Toyota AE86 Sprinter Truno on the generic Fleet Street. Now, I know the Fleet Street's made to look like some, I don't know, JDM type hauler, but it's not made as an official release of certain manufacturers like this Fiat is. This Fiat is just totally gorgeous. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a beautiful set. So let's get this out and take a look at it. I really like the color combo on this Truno. They should have made the Lykan red also, so the whole case would have been red cars. But yeah, I guess they had to break up the monotony a little by making the Lykan silver with a black transporter. So here you go, and let's take a look at the Truno first. And this newer casting, well, it's not new, but a couple years old, is definitely much nicer than their original release they had in the early 2000s of this car. The flipped up headlights, details in the front are very nicely done. These black 6-spoke wheels look really, really good on the car. And it has casted in mirrors. That's another thing I like about this car. And this also has some paint issues with like something in the paint. But I'm not going to complain that much because, as I mentioned, the sets were $15 a pop, so it wasn't that bad of an investment. Tail light details are very nice. Although you probably could return that to Walmart and exchange it for another one. I don't know. I'm very OCD when it comes to like the paint and stuff on cars. I want it to be perfect that they're in our collection, but that's, you know, not that big of a deal, but it is also not that good either. But the rest of the car is pretty clear. It's nothing else is flawed. I know we had a 300ZX, the Nissan enclosed transporter, the red and blue one we were talking about earlier. And when I took it out from where it had been going back and forth in the transporter, there were big chips on the inside side of it. And that I did return to Walmart because that was bad. It was really, I don't know, kind of a piece of crap. You would have to strip the paint and totally repaint the car, but yeah, and luckily Walmart will let you return stuff like that. But this really is not that big of a deal. Actually, you could make it into a junker and say that's like rust bubbles or something on the roof. And these windows are like totally jet black. I think they're painted black. Most likely, if you take this thing apart, it may not even have an interior. I don't know, I can kind of see a dash down in there. Yeah, there's a steering wheel. But man, those windows are dark. Really dark. Yeah, now I can see the seat over here on the, well, where it would be on the Japanese driver's side. So, that's it for him. And then the Fleet Street. It has the rollback that flips down. That's a cool hauler. It's actually a really nice hauler just to put in as a fill-in in a diorama and such because it does function well. The details are nice with the front end details, and you can see inside the cab, and you got the wipers, overhead cab lights. And then I know these are plastic, but still don't look bad on the tire rack. So it does work well in dioramas. So, pretty cool hauler. Now, the ones that I don't like are like the one we have coming up next. The Lykan Hypersport. They're cool. This is the same hauler I was mentioning that had the 300ZX, and I'm hoping it didn't do the same thing to this car. But these are really cool, but the problem is you can't see the car if you're trying to display it with the car and such. You're better off just to leave it in the package, because the car is displayed halfway out, because if you open it, the car doesn't stay in there like that. It wants to roll down the back. You could put a stop in front of your tire, of course, but I don't know. I like the open trailers, or haulers, I should say, like this. So let's get him out and take a look at him. This is called the Euro hauler. And then, yeah, it also has the, I don't know if it's Italian, once again, Camion de Transport, and the Lykan Hypersport. So let's get him out and take a look at him. Yeah, it's the first time I'm cracking these open. Sorry, I'm running out of room to do that in front of the camera. That's why I pulled him off to the side. But, yeah, oh, maybe they got, I don't know. Let's see how bad this car got beat up, if it got beat up at all. Until Fast and Furious, I think it was 7, nobody had ever even heard of these cars. At least I never had. Nobody that I have any affiliation with had heard of these either. It's just not like a common car, but when it appeared in Fast and Furious, it became one of the most well-known hypercars or supercars of its time. But they are cool. They look really, really kick-ass. Tail lights are nicely done. Overall, it's, I don't know, it's like a Lamborghini and maybe a Bugatti merged together. It has, I think, more characteristics of maybe a Lamborghini and a modern NSX. Is kind of what it looks like in a way. But very cool looking car. And these, I don't know what they're, 10 spokes. They look really nice on this car. The car looks really good in silver. Very, very nice. So now the Euro hauler. And the reason I said maybe they overcome the problem, they put a piece of plastic in here now that's like a shield to keep it from rubbing the inside of this. That's a good move. I don't think that was on the Nissan. That's what happened. The Nissan's paint got rubbed off. But they didn't put it on this side, so I don't know. And then you have that insert here that stops the car from rolling in all the way, so it doesn't go back and forth in the package. But these things are mostly metal too. This is a very heavy hauler. The only part of this that's plastic is the roof cap. That's it. The sides and the base are metal. Now the boxes down here I think are a plastic piece too. But still yet, this thing's heavy. I would say this thing weighs probably at least half a pound on its own. Nice truck though. I mean, it really is a nice hauler. Cool looking front end. It looks like the Aston Martin badge or Mini Cooper badge. And the rear details very nicely done. This would be a cool hauler for like that futuristic Knight Rider. Actually, we got lucky the other day and found some C cases, but no luck finding the Ferrari Super. I think somebody got it that worked there, because when they brought the pallet out, 3 cases were open and only 1 case was missing 1 car, and of course it was the Ferrari. I bet money that that was the Super. And we got all the other F40s and Ferraris, but the Super was gone, unfortunately. But back to my point, they had the modern Knight Rider release again, and that would look really cool with this hauler. So anyways, guys, that's it for our Free It Friday. I hope you enjoyed the video. If anything pops up over the weekend when we're at Walmart again, we'll make another video on it. If not, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll be back on Monday for our Mopar Monday. Thanks for watching, guys.